After me read from the Holy Quran, no me know where me going to and where me coming from. After me walk with the Almighty One, me no need no knife and me no want no gun. After me talk with the Islamic tongue, said the Prophet was sent to teach the nation. Who no listen and who no understand. The wicked are go melt like the butter in the sun when the Almighty, I said the Almighty you feel come, you feel of the Almighty children. Say God made man and God make woman, we bring a wonderful righteousness nation. The black and the white, the Chinese, Arab and Indian, Caribbean, European, Mr. and the Asian. Say put down no knife, I put down no gun. The fussing and the fighting, you know it a fit done. Say let's get together, make we live as one and build a better world like God for children. Come join along. Salam alaikum man.
Walaikum salam.
So make we my brother, sister and the whole nation. Salam alaikum man.
Walaikum salam.
So make we me mama, papa and every human.
When Arab youth start speaking Patois like they grew up in Kingston, you're not watching cultural appropriation. You're witnessing a revolution. Right now from Morocco to Saudi Arabia, something unprecedented and profound is happening. Arab producers are mixing dancehall rhythms with Arabic melodies. Kids in the Middle East are dropping wagwan on TikTok like it's their second nature. Jamaican culture is not just spreading, it's being remixed, reimagined and reclaimed by communities who have never set foot in the Caribbean. And the crazy part, this is not just random, this is connection deeper than music. It's coded in blood, struggle and defiance that transcends borders. So what if I told you that this trend is actually an echo, a call and response between displaced peoples who've been speaking the same language of resistance for centuries? Stay with me because what's happening between Jamaica and the Arab world will redefine how we understand Black diaspora power. Let us watch some clips here and then I'll be back to discuss everything with you guys.
Just a little bit about yourself and how you got to Jamaica. Well, actually, I am officially from Lebanon. I ended up in Canada, and when I was living in Canada, I faced lots of medical issues, especially skin and eczema and lots of complications. And then I thought maybe I can go somewhere where it's nice and hot, different weather. And I ended up in Jamaica, called my community, Muslim community, and I ended up in Jamaica.
And so there was a Muslim community here that helped you?
Yes, of course. They were very helpful. They were very helpful. And also when I came here, it's just like all my conditions disappeared and I felt normal and healthy and everything was like...
Because of the sun?
100%. It's the weather, the sun, the earth, the food, the air, everything's in Jamaica helped me.
Is there anything you'd like people to know about the Muslim community here in Jamaica?
We can establish a better community here because they need really help and make them a better place for Muslims to be here.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing about wearing the hijab?
Oh, I love my hijab. I love my hijab. I'm so proud of my hijab. I consider myself lucky to have hijab and being in Jamaica because I feel I'm so respectful from many people and I walk here so safe, so nicely, and people respect me so nicely.
How do people respond when they see you?
Number one, they think I am a nun, which fine, and also because I dress like Mary. And when they ask me why you dress like this, I say I dress like Mary. And they're surprised that I believe in Mary, which, we love Mary, we respect her, and even Jesus, they were so surprised, so in shock. There are a lack of information about Islam, what we know, what we love, what we worship. And there's, lots of information about Mary and Jesus. And that's why I'm happy to walk on the road with my hijab and talk about it.
And is there any challenges that you faced in your life, not just in Jamaica, but while wearing the hijab?
Personally, no, not really. But my daughter did. My daughter did face lots of challenge, lots of them. But we're working on it. And we try to, to inform people that this is not the Islam what they hear on media. They have to search for real Islam. And when they found it, they know what Islam is. It's about love, unity, care, share, and spread peace. And that's what I like to do here. And I love my life here.
Nice, beautiful.
Yeah,
anything else you want anybody to know about you?
Me, I'm a story myself. and I do what I can do for spreading peace and goodness around. And that's what I like to do. And that's my journey. Yeah, and I love it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. That's perfect. That was great.
If me da foreign and can't get no job, the Arab they no safe in a gas station them. Them have to go run cashier job or something. I walk me come for walk. مرحبا كيف حالك؟ كيف حالك؟ السلام عليكم. وعليكم السلام. الذي يتكلمون عربية ناهم قليلا. بخير؟ ما شاء الله الله رحيم. أخبارك؟ شلونك؟ هذه سبيل شكرا. شكرا جزيلا. Where are you from? Jordan. I'm from Jordan. Jordan me come from. Me done with them. Me done with them too.
You're Somali
Yeah.
and you married a Jamaican when he's out of your bumper click culture. Why did you marry him, you Rasta?
I like how they look. I like their culture. I like their personality. I like their vibes. That's why I married a Jamaican, because I like them in general. I like them.
Yeah,
And
it
just
makes sense.
because I'm Somali, it doesn't mean that I should marry a Somali. It doesn't say anywhere in the Quran that if you're Somali, you marry someone that's Somali.
I mean, if he's Muslim, then if someone is like a good character, and
Yeah.
like they're Muslim, why not?
Yeah,
It's
and
not-
it's
yeah.
not like there's anything wrong with
Yeah.
my people. I love my Somali brothers and I love my Somali sisters. I like the vibes of Jamaicans more.
They have nice vibes. I can't lie.
Nice vibes, nice music, nice everything.
Nice food, nice music,
Oh, yeah,
nice
nice.
vibes. Mashallah.
So that's why
Allah
I'm
barik.
married.
Jamaicans are nice people and they're kind.
If you like someone, regardless of their culture, go for that person. You don't have to match their ethnicity.
Yeah, regardless of where they are from, like originally from, why are you looking at that? We have a problem in our community, like Arab community, Somali community. We have this problem where we look at where that person is from and we say, nah, my kid is not gonna marry this person, that person. It doesn't work like that in Islam. Are we actually following Islam? It's just weird to me.
Anyway,
Alhamdulillah.
yeah, that's why I decided to marry a Jamaican instead of a Somali, even though I am Somali.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, why not? Hey,
Alhamdulillah.
what's wrong with that?
Preparing to meet the in-laws. I'm Jamaican and my partner is Arab. We've almost been married for 3 years, alhamdulillah, but it was not easy getting married. From what I am aware, my partner is the first one to marry a black woman in his family, so you can imagine the shock and surprise when he told them about me. To prepare for meeting my in-laws, I literally went on Google. I remember like looking at like dishes that they like to eat just because like they were going to be coming over to my home, and I wanted to make sure that I made something that they like. The first thing that I made for them was kebsa, and oh my god, was it a fail. Once I realised that the kebsa was a fail, I literally just started to make curry-go and rice and peas and some fried dumpling because I was just like, that is what I'm used to, and I just couldn't deal with the stress of attempting to try and make the kebsa again. I was as well a non-hijabi. I did not know what to wear, and I also thought that I was so petrified that I genuinely thought that I was going to sweat so much that my wig was going to slide off, because I remember that day, I swear, I think all I had was got to be spray and that was not holding anything down. I remember literally I ended up running to the shop just to get some bold hold because the wig was slipping. I was sweating that bad. I remember that I wore this like black maxi dress from ASOS, super cute, and I was like, is this appropriate? Are they going to judge me? When my mother-in-law first walked in, honestly, I was absolutely, let me not swear, I was absolutely so scared, but literally she came in with like the biggest smile on her face, her arms wide open, and literally gave me the biggest hug. I'd literally gotten some cheap baklava at Morrison's and put it on the table, so I was just serving them that when they came in, along with some mint tea, and we literally began to talk, and I felt like I'd known them forever. I remember them literally like asking me so many questions, like, you know, what did I see for like me and my partner's future, and what I currently did for like work. I was back to sweating. As my mother-in-law like mainly speaks Arabic as well, my sister-in-law has to be doing a lot of the talking. I was a bit worried because I was just thinking, oh my god, like the language barrier is really going to be a difficult thing for me. What's beautiful as well about my in-laws, like they never made an issue about me not being able to speak Arabic. In actual fact, they were just like, inshallah, you're learning your own time. When I met other parts of the family, that's when it got interesting. Anything that you're thinking that was possibly said about me was said. To my face, no. To other people, yes. Let's not get started on how many times I've been told I've been called an Abid. However, my husband shut that down quick. And in also being a Muslim myself, I just literally had to remember, Becca, you are a Muslim first. So even though you want to tell them about them, pause and reflect, you are Muslim first. I tell this story just for any Muslim interracial couples out there who are struggling. People will always say what they want to say, but it's for you to just ignore it and carry on with your life. As long as you're not committing haram, pray on it and Allah will do the rest.
How can I see, bro, yeah? Who is representing Jamaica today and Morocco? We said Jamaica representation, yeah?
This is shluh, bro. Go from Morocco, bro. Jamaica.
What are you trying to say, bro? That's not a Jamaican hat.
It's not Jamaican hat, bro. It's a Moroccan hat, bro.
Okay, teach them.
Huh? This is from shluh, innit? You know shluh, innit? From Amazigh, innit?
Okay,
from Morocco, innit?
Alright, apparently it's not a Jamaican hat.
Don't culture appropriate my hat, bro.
But wait, what are you trying to say, though? Is if it's Jamaican, it's fine, bro. But if it's Jamaican, it's fine, though. What's wrong with it being Jamaican?
Nothing wrong with it, but don't.
Oh, this guy's leaving, man. Shout out to all my Jamaicans, bro. No, some.
Let me paint you a picture. You're scrolling through TikTok and you come across a video. It's a young Arab kid, maybe from Dubai, maybe Riyadh. It doesn't matter where. He's got that crisp Middle Eastern fade. He's rocking a robe, and then he drops a line in perfect Patois, like Wagwan fam, not as a joke, but not as a costume, but as if it is a native to him, as if the language of Kingston streets flows through his DNA. And before you can process that, the beat drops, a dancehall rhythm layered with Arabic strings and percussion. The comment section, Jamaicans hyping him up, Ghanaians claiming kinship, Somalis, Moroccans, Emiratis, all vibing in one digital cipher. Welcome to 2025, where Jamaican culture has become the unofficial soundtrack of Arab youth rebellion. And trust me, this goes way deeper than you think. Okay, I want us to be clear about what we are witnessing here, guys, because I'm not talking about cultural tourism, and this is not some Western music executive packaging, exotic vibes for Robbie. It's not. It's organic, grassroots. It's real. From Morocco to Saudi Arabia, Arab producers are in the studio right now, blending Caribbean rhythms with Middle East flavors. Artists are rapping in Arabic or over classic reggae and dancehall instrumentals. The fusion is not forced. It just connects. That raw, confident and apologetic energy that Jamaica culture carries, it's resonating with young Arabs who are navigating their own battles with tradition, authority and identity. And here's where it gets really interesting. This influence is moving through the same channels that built hip-hop culture globally: social media, youth fans, that need to stand out, that hunger to claim something that you speak to your soul, even if it comes from across the world. But unlike other cultural exchanges that feel extractive, where the dominant culture takes without giving credit, this one feels different. It feels like a kinship. The music speaks to shared struggle. Reggae and dancehall were built for the charts. They were built for survival. The lyrics about poverty, oppression and rising from nothing. Themes of struggle that don't need translation because they are universal. Right, when a kid in Gaza or a young woman in Cairo hears Bob Marley singing, "Get up, stand up," they're not just hearing foreign music, they're hearing their own story. When dancehall artists rap about overcoming the system, about making a way out of no way, that resonates in communities facing economic hardship, political instability and cultural suffocation. And this is why the connection is so strong. It's not just the beat, it's the message. And the message is, we've been through hell and we're still here, still standing, still creating. The Patois phenomenon is linguistic resistance, my people. Language, as we all know, is power, and when Arab youth start dropping Patois slang like Wagwan, bedreading, blood clot, bamba clot, they're not just being trendy, they are adopting a linguistic code that represents resistance, authenticity, and cool defiance. Patois itself was born from oppression. It is a creole that enslaved Africans created to communicate outside the ears of colonial masters. It's inherently subversive. So when young people in restrictive environments adopt it, they're not just speaking Jamaican slang, they are speaking freedom. And here's the kicker, my people. Many Ghanaians can understand Patois Naturally, because of the direct genealogical link, the majority of enslaved Africans taken to Jamaica came from the Ashanti and Akan regions of Ghana. Now, the language pattern survived, the connection remained. So when Arab youth, particularly those with African roots like Somalis or Sudanese and adopt Patois, they are tapping into something ancestral. And this is cultural remixing, not appropriation. Now, there is something that we need to make a distinction. Arab communities are not just copying Jamaican culture. They are participating in it. They are remixing it, adding their own instruments, their own rhythms, their own linguistic flavor. This is what culture is supposed to do. It's supposed to travel, evolve, cross-pollinate, and the difference between appropriation and appreciation is reciprocity and respect, and what we're seeing is reciprocal. Jamaicans are co-signing the remixes, Africans are celebrating the connection, the Arabs creators are giving credit, showing love and building bridges. Now, let me tell you why this matters on a personal level. I've met Somali sisters married to Jamaican brothers. I've seen Lebanese families in Kingston integrating into the local Muslim community. I've watched Arab women prepare for the Jamaican in-laws by attempting to cook the traditional dishes, only to end up serving curry, rice and peas and fried dumplings, and everyone loving it. So these are not just theoretical cultural exchanges. I'm talking about families. I'm talking about children being raised with multiple identities. Jamaican, Arabian. These are homes where Arabic is spoken at breakfast and Patois at dinner, where the call to prayer and reggae baselines coexist. One Somali woman told me she married a Jamaican husband because of his vibes, his personality, his culture, his energy. Not because she was rebelling, but because she wanted to see that connection, a connection that was real. And that's what's happening on a macro level, and this is cultural exchange built on genuine connection, not fetishization, and it's built on mutual respect, not exploitation. Here's the truth that nobody wants to talk about out loud. Displaced peoples recognize each other. Whether your ancestors were ripped off from West Africa and enslaved in the Caribbean, or whether your family fled war in Somalia, or whether you're navigating life as a minority in the Gulf states, you understand what it means to survive in a world that wasn't built for you in the first place. Jamaican culture at its core is a culture of survival with style. It's about taking the worst circumstances and creating the most vibrant, joyful, defiant expression. That's why it resonates globally, and that's why it's not just music, it's a kind of a philosophy. When Arab youth, you see them embracing Jamaican culture, they're not abandoning their own identity. They are expanding it. They are saying, I can be a Muslim and love dancehall at the same time. I can wear a hijab and speak Patois. I can honor my heritage and vibe to reggae. And that's beautiful, because identity is not a cage, it is a canvas. So what does all this mean for the diaspora family? It means that the black cultural influence is undeniable and unstoppable. It means that despite centuries of oppression, displacement and erasure, African and Caribbean cultures are thriving, not just surviving, but being chosen by communities across the world. It means that the next generation of cultural leaders won't fit into neat boxes. They'll be Arab kids who speak 3 languages and make music that blends Kingston, Cairo and Accra. They'll be the product of an interracial marriages where faith and culture intersect in beautiful and messy, authentic ways. And it means that pan-African unity, that dream that felt so distant, is happening in real time, not through political declarations, not through conferences, but through music, language, love and shared struggle. So guys, I want to tell you that this is what globalization was supposed to look like, because not like homogenization, but a celebration, not erasure, but amplification. So to my Jamaican family, your culture is a gift and the world is receiving it with open arms. And to my Arab brothers and sisters, keep remixing, keep creating, keep showing us that culture has no borders. And to everyone else out here watching me, pay attention, because what's happening between Jamaica and the Arab world is not just something out of thin air. This is a blueprint for how displaced peoples reclaim power through culture, through connection, through defiant joy. And if this resonated with you, drop a comment telling me where you're from and what diaspora culture speaks to your soul. And I'd like you to share this with someone who needs to understand that their identity can be expansive, not restrictive. And I'd like to ask you to subscribe, because we're just getting started unpacking what it means to be black, global, and unapologetically free. My people, one love, one struggle, many cultures, infinite power. Thank you for watching this Abantu Merchant. I hope to see you in my next video.